Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to EU4, the Re-Reconquista, playing as Granada. In the last video, we took on Tlemcen and formed Algiers as a vassal, took a fair chunk of land over here. And that's kind of it, honestly. Our friends in Tunis kind of outmaneuvered me to take a bunch of land for themselves. We did get an alliance with the Ottomans. And now there's not a whole lot more that we can do aside from waiting for Castille and Aragon to get into some sort of a fight. Some sort of a fight that is advantageous to me. Now, all we have to do is wait for some big nation like, let's say, England or Castille to be in a pretty big war and not defend Portugal, and they become an easy target for me as well. Basically, we got 3 different people that I need to be keeping an eye on, which should be fine. Let's make sure that these guys are... These are already special interest and stuff. You guys are special interest. Aragon, for some reason, was not special interest, so let's just set all that. And now we kind of wait. Honestly, I'll go ahead and take the extra defensiveness for the rest of the game here as well. That's actually really good in the mountains, thank you. But yeah, so we wait. We try to annex our vassal Algiers when the opportunity presents itself. I doubt that we are going to be able to eat any of this territory. Tunis is going to take all of it for themselves, and it looks like that's exactly what they did. They now owe us 13 favors, however, so even though we really didn't get much of anything in this war, still works out pretty well for me, just in the sense that now we actually can call Tunis in on something if I so desire. So we've already got the favors we need with them, and then some. Morocco, unfortunately, only sitting here at 4, so it's going to be a little bit longer before we can make much use of them. For the Ottomans, we only gain a favor once every 4 years, so don't think that just because we have the Ottomans on our side, we can use them as an attack dog to beat the snot out of Castile. It's just not going to happen for a very, very, very long time, if ever, really. They're mostly there as a defensive network, and that's kind of it. So let's just see. If I wanted to attack... Okay, so Morocco would join in exchange for land. Tunis likes Castille. That's a problem. And the Ottomans would not be willing to join regardless, so that's not going to be a thing. Okay, so it was worth checking, but the answer to that is a resounding no. Tunis and Morocco, however, might be willing to join against Portugal, but the big thing is to wait for an opportunity where England is involved in a large war of their own, preferably against France or somebody that they will not defend the Portuguese, and then we jump in on it if possible. Aragon with Austria is a bit of a trick. Also, they have Navarra. Wait, I thought Navarra royal married... Interesting. Looks like Aragon got the vassal Navarra, not Castile. I thought Castile got it. My mistake. My mistake. They do have Naples on their side as well, so Aragon's a pretty massive threat. Still, it would be kind of fun to eat them up at some point. But now, I think we just kind of sit back and wait for a little bit. I mean, are there any other claims that I really can get? I think we have claims on literally all of our bordering territory. We have a core down here on Quetta. Sueta? I don't know what this one's called. So no, there's really nothing to do. See, this is the thing about EU4. It's a very long game, right? But if you're going for a very targeted achievement, it's pretty fast, honestly. You can just sit back and have fun and not worry about anything. Do I care what's going on in the rest of the world? Not really. I mean, Provence is dying to Burgundy. I mean, yeah, good for them, I guess. So that's the thing. Byzantium is still alive? They allied Serbia, and the Ottomans still have not killed Byzantium? That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait, now the Ottomans are killing them. There we go. I knew it didn't seem right, because it wasn't. And now they must die. England's in a much bigger war than I thought. I'm sorry. Hold on. They're fighting Scotland and Burgundy. Wait a minute. I'm not sure we can take advantage of this right now because I don't have Morocco on my side. England would not defend. Fascinating. If I call in Morocco, that becomes a problem, because if they want anything more than Quetta, then I would have to give them territory that I need to form Andalusia. So that's a bit of a problem in the sense that I really can't call them in. They want all of this, and that's going to be an issue. I can't give Morocco any more land. So, do I think that just me and Tunis can handle Castile and Portugal combined? And the answer is a resounding no. I don't think that we can. So, as much as this is, in fact, that opportunity I was looking for, it came just a wee bit too early. And I don't think there's much I can do about it. Let's go ahead and start the annexation of Algiers. We can start building some temples for our vassals, I suppose, because they took the tech and I have not. On the other hand, we are very close to getting the tech for ourselves, so maybe we just wait until we can get the admin tech, and we just go for that. Now, we will need to save up some power, of course, so that I can take a bunch of cores. But again, we have a few years, I think, before we have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and pick up the temples. And then see if we can't build some good taxes. Yeah, 0.2. There's another 0.1 up there. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and build it in our core territory. We may have some starting autonomy up over here. Maybe. We are 36% of the way through annexing Algiers. This should go very, very quickly for me. Okay, maxed out with England. Not a big deal. Still nothing going on here between Castille. Wait, okay, Portugal. Yes, we already know that they're fighting Burgundy. Oh, Morocco, I just wish that we had a little bit more. If I had 2 more favors, I think we'd be able to get stuff with them, but we're so close. But alas. Who knows, though? Maybe the war with England and Burgundy lasts for a while, right? Obviously, all of England's territory here has been sieged down. It's going to be a while before they decide to jump in here and fight. We might find ourselves with an opportunity with Portugal not very well defended. Might. No guarantees, but might. Again, it's going to be at least 3 more years. Next favor is... Oh, wait. Sorry, we get a favor every 2 years with Morocco, not 1. Oh, that sucks. That means it's going to take even longer. There's nothing I can do, though. Not really. 2 favors now with the Ottomans. I mean, unless the Ottomans are suddenly very interested in taking Hungary's land, but the answer is no. What about Aragon? Yeah, same deal. Okay. I mean, I thought maybe the Ottomans would want some of southern Italy, but no, they would not. Ayutthaya. I'm surprised we know who they are. Temporary insanity of the monarch. I mean, army tradition is pretty good, but not a massive deal. We're going to lose it anyway. I'm just going to take the power. We're going to lose the rest of that regardless, so might as well. Almost up toward legalism, so we can start getting ourselves some of that tech cost reduction, also some taxes. Let us start putting together a larger army. Nobody for me to convert, because everyone is currently of the Sunni faith. Wow, this is fun, ain't it? I'm just literally just sitting around. I guess we could make some states. You know? Form Algiers. I mean, now I'm not holding on to my admin power for anything else at the moment. Yeah, let's just go ahead and core things up. Let's get ourselves another state. States are good. States get me money. States get me manpower. States get me forcefulness, you know? All of that is helpful. And we will be able to turn all of Algiers into a state as soon as we are done integrating with them, which should be in just a wee little bit. And next month, ba-boom. All right, we've integrated Algiers. So, this High Plains can turn into a state for free, and we'll have to core 1 state here. I don't have enough power for that. Still, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I think that it's worth it. Okay. Rivals, we can rival my allies. Well, I'm not going to do that. That unfortunately means that we're not going to have power projection because we don't have enough rivals, so we're going to lose what little we have. But I am certainly not going to risk losing my only 2 allies that matter here. Okay. Well, we got pretty good relations with both my allies. I guess there's not much else to do except go ahead and start building up that spy network. Can't use it for a while, but let's just go ahead and start doing it, see what happens. Tech, yes, military tech, absolutely. We should be able to get an upgrade for our infantry. I guess I'm going to have to go for the Muslim dual infantry. Nothing else is an option. And do I want to wait until we get the 65? Debate over the philosophy. Legalism. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one now. Why not? We do have rebel factions slowly building up, so we're going to have to worry about them in a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad, though, to be honest. We may want to swap over to an admin focus as soon as this becomes available. In 1469, so 7 more years. Just because, at the moment, I'm not going to have anywhere near enough admin power to conquer land from Castile and Portugal. It's going to be very difficult. Especially with this just god-awful emir. Royal marriage with the Ottomans has ended. We'll fix that in a minute. We can go for noble privileges. I could swap away from the ICTA government if I want to. Feudal nobility. I don't think this does me any good. So I think ICTA cannot do certain government reforms toward the end, but it doesn't matter for a short-term game. Plutocracy does me no good. Autocracy, unjustified demands, actually could be sort of helpful, but I guess we're going to stick with this. Even though I'm not getting a lot of benefit from this right now. Not really. So do I want to strengthen the noble privileges, which gives me more manpower, or do I want to curtail, which gives me taxes and also reduces the influence of the emirs? Well... I don't think we're in a bad position if I reduce their influence a little bit, and getting money can be helpful. I am going to go ahead and recruit a new general, just so we can keep it up a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and curtail the noble privileges, get the taxes. Just in case, you know, we fell down below a crucial value and suddenly we couldn't recruit anybody anymore, which it was not going to happen in this case, but some stuff will expire at some point soon. Oh, Morocco, 9 favors. 9 favors. 29 with Tunis. I guess we could improve their trust, but I mean, I'm just going to hold on to these favors for a little bit. Oh, hello. We don't need this. Let's go ahead and turn off the fort and save a little bit more money. So we're making 2.13 ducats per month. Whoop-de-frickin-do. It's so good, isn't it? Ottomans, are you not willing to royal marry me anymore? You are. Let's go ahead and pull off of Portugal real quick. And just secure this again. I want to keep those relations nice and high. Nice and high. We're going to lose 1 tick of spy network construction speed, but that's not a big deal. There we go. Waiting for 65, and then we can go ahead and get our last core. I mean, we're not the weakest. We're not great. We're not the weakest. Really wish that Tunis had left me some more land. I could have had a bit more fun. We'll get our next favor in a few months. Okay, so the question becomes... will anybody defend? And I'm willing to bet that at this point, England has recovered enough that they will defend Portugal. Which means, even though we will have the favors we need, we are not going to be able to declare the war. At least for a little bit longer. And if that is the case, then I may just have to go ahead and do a jump cut. Because I certainly don't want to waste your time sitting around doing literally nothing. But there's nothing we can do until one of these guys goes to a war and we find them in a bad position. We have to be careful and take an attack of opportunity. We can rival Castille. I will happily do that. That's a very sensible option. Okay, so we should now have the 10 favors. No, we still don't. I thought it said, hey, didn't it say that 1464 was going to get me my next favor? All right, looks like it's going to be 2 years anyway. Well, we're very, very close. So I'm going to go ahead and do a jump cut here. And we are just going to do nothing but sit around and wait until one of these guys gets into a big war that we can take advantage of, and I'm just going to sit around and build things. Because that's pretty much all we can do. Oh, gosh dang it. My heir is going to die, and I'm 68 years old. That's not good. All right, well, we actually got a 443 as a replacement, so never mind. Maybe that is good. It just sucks that he's 0 years old, and I would hate to get a Regency Council, so... ironically enough, maybe we actually want Emir to stay alive a little bit longer. I don't know. On the plus side, I just got the achievement, Die, Please Die. I've never actually had a king this bad that's lasted that long, so there we go. We had a ruler with 1 or lower in all 3 categories who's over age 70. Boom! Mission accomplished, boys. We can go home. Okay, I am finally dead, which means we now get a regent. However, something kind of fun happened here. If we go down to missions, we actually got the Restore Faith in the Throne mission because I had an heir, I had a claim stronger than 100 for my heir, and I had 100 legitimacy and low unrest, so we actually just made our heir better than it was before. So now Muhammad is actually a 554, and we're starting to get some reasonable power now that we have this Regency Council. So the timing of this is awkward, but at least we're going to have a really solid heir once he comes of age. Okay, here's a fun thing. The Castilian Civil War just fired. We have some pretenders to the throne. It's highly unfortunate that I still have a Regency Council and will for a fair bit longer, because this actually would be a good opportunity to try to take advantage of a weakened Castile. But alas, I can't do anything for another few years, no matter what. So, wow, this is proving to be extremely unfortunate. The good news is, Ottomans decided to rival Aragon. So when the time does come to attack them, I think it's very likely the Ottomans will want to get involved, and I'm excited about that. But again, No one, literally no one on my northern border has gone to war this entire game. I have not seen a single thing happen. So, yeah, would love to jump on this. I am just unlucky, I guess. In case you are wondering, still nothing is happening, and it is 1482. At this time, I'm kind of wondering if the only way we're going to get to make any movement here is if the Ottomans actually get up to 10 favors, which they're not that far away from at this point. I mean, by 1490, we would get there. It's just been a lot of sitting around and doing nothing. I suppose one thing we could do is actually raise our stability up to level 2, and I handed off all of our coastal land here to the Ulema, at least temporarily, so that they would have at least 30% control of the land, which means now we can go for the Plight of our Kin, which gets me 6 extra development in our capital, which should be pretty good, and then we can go for Kalat al-Hamra, which gives us a institution spread modifier. Pretty helpful, given that we are currently trying to get the Renaissance in our capital, so that should speed things up a little bit, but that's the extent of what I get to do. Whee! I take it back. I take it back. Now we can do things again. I finally have my Emir of Age, a 554 leader, thankfully. Also, he got a tutor event, so I think his admin skill is going to get up in a little bit. Yearly Prestige, absolutely. Unrest and more legalism, yes. Missionary Strength, sure, why not? All of those are good things for me. Okay, so now we are able to actually declare wars if I want to again, which is great. I did pick up the Transfer Subjects Age of Discovery ability here, which means I can get a bunch of different claims all up and down Castille and Aragon if I so desire. The real question for me is, if I were to attack somebody... Ooh, now the Ottomans are interested. Okay. If we offered them some land, they'd at least let me start making some progress in against Aragon. Also worth noting, Hungary currently would not defend Castile because they are at war against Venice. That's a pretty minor war to refuse to get involved, but that means it would be just Castile and Portugal versus me, Morocco, and Tunis. Do we think that this is our opportunity? Or do we not? Educated Emir. There we go. More admin. See? Told you. Oh, they're no longer a valid rival. I don't know how that happened. Well, I don't think I want to wait until 1490. That's just going to be a very, very, very long time. Let's take a look at the ledger. Military. Guess we'll sort by name here. Castile, you have 28,000 soldiers, and the Civil War is over. Okay, that's kind of painful. I know that I only have 13,000. Then we can check Portugal. They have 17. So 28 plus 17, that is 45,000 soldiers. Morocco has 23. Okay. Plus my 13, and then Tunis has 21. So numbers-wise, we'd have the advantage, and we could potentially win this. It's not the ideal circumstance, because I would have preferred greatly to split these guys apart. But if they're not going to give me that chance, then maybe now, in fact, is one of the better opportunities that I'm going to get, and we hold on to our relationship with the Ottomans and hopefully use them against Aragon in the future. The alternative is to actually just go ahead and fight Aragon, but that means fighting Austria and the Papal State and such. I mean, we'd have the Ottomans, and that would certainly make it easy. I think we'd win that war, but it'd be easier if we had a land border connection using Castile. We could potentially win this. I'm not saying it would be easy exactly, but it would be possible, and if we could break up the relationship between England and Portugal, I kind of wonder if we could get England on our side against Castile in the future, since they are rivals now. Maybe, maybe not. Let me think about this for a second, but this might be our opportunity. So I've been thinking about it a little bit from a tactical perspective, and I actually do not think that we can go for this war. And I know that that sounds really wussy, but here's the reasoning why. Right here, this fort. What's going to happen, I'm pretty sure, is this fort is going to keep us stuck here for a good long time while they're going to siege down all of my territory. I'm going to take huge amounts of war exhaustion, and perhaps most importantly, even if we do take this fort, they will likely siege down Jabal Tariq. If they do that, that means that we do not control both sides of the strait, and there's no way I'm going to get my naval dominance, which means we will never be able to actually send our troops over here, and just by getting the ticking war score, they will win. We might be able to inflict losses if they cross to come after us, but it won't be enough to win the war. Even if we wipe out their army, we won't have the naval dominance to get across. So I don't think that we can. Come on! Right, Morocco just broke their alliance with me. Okay. And they're allied with Tunis, and Tunis would be willing to defend them. So, with no... Why are you saying here you would be willing to ally? No, you can't. You would not. So, we literally just lost our other big ally here. Gosh dang it. After all of that, we now lose Morocco as a potential ally. Well, not even a potential ally, our actual ally. And so long as Tunis will defend them and not me, I can't even win this. Oh, frickin' heck. We had a chance for a minute there. Okay, well, this is a problem. It's not an insurmountable problem, but it sets me back by a pretty significant margin. I have a question. No, you hate the Ottomans. I was going to say, is there any way in heck I could somehow get Aragon on my side? And the answer is no. England. You hate Castille. I don't think it's going to matter. But let's improve relations with them for a little bit while I go ahead and get some claims against Morocco we'll have to use. Do I want to go for the Diplotech with a 31% institution penalty? This is going so slowly that I think we could. It's not great, but I think we'll take it. Well, our position just got a heck of a lot worse. This has been a terrible episode. This is how EU4 goes, though, sometimes, and it is Iron Man, so not everything is going to go your way. I guess I could have declared the war and tried to pull in Morocco, and maybe they wouldn't have broken off with me, but I guess I also shouldn't be surprised. It's not like Morocco has many other options for rivals either, right? They kind of only can get me. Because they're already rival to Portugal. I guess they could have rivaled Castile instead. I would have preferred that, but they didn't. Gosh dang it. So, now what? We wait for the Ottomans to help me with something? What? We asked for the Ottomans to help me against Castile? We asked for them to help me against Morocco and Tunis, and I kill my allies? Are we literally starting from scratch here? Because if so, we're doomed. We just have had 0 opportunities here. No wars, not a single war with Portugal, Castile, and Aragon that I can take advantage of. Which strikes me as just ridiculous, by the way. Like, you're telling me you guys had no one to fight? None? All I need now is the Iberian wedding to fire, and then we really will be in trouble. England has subjects of its own. No, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, they don't like that we're... So nothing we can do with England, nothing we can do with France. No, we have the perfect alliance chain that there's not much of anything I can do. Maybe France. Maybe. But not likely, because while Castile is rival to them, they aren't rival to Castile. There's literally nothing I can do. Alright. Well, as I said, this does happen. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. With any luck, maybe Castile decides to declare war on me, and I bring in Tunis and the Ottomans for free. Maybe. Other than that, I think I have to wait until 1490 to even have a chance of calling in the Ottomans. And I don't think I'm going to continue going for any more of these administrative ideas for now. We're probably going to continue working on tech. Though really we should be developing our provinces and trying to get the Renaissance to fire a little bit faster. Max relations with Tunis. I mean, we can still improve relations with England on the off chance something changes. Maybe they like me enough they would not be willing to join Portugal in a war against me, but it's not like they're going to be willing to refuse to defend Portugal just because they like me. It's not generally how it works. We do have a truce expiring with Morocco soon-ish. They may attack me. I don't think they will, though. Hold up. We can get some peasants here in Tlemcen in a second. I'll gain some extra loyalty and influence. England declared war on Kildare. That doesn't matter. It's just an Irish minor. That's not going to make a difference. Kill the peasants. Done. Yeah, I'm not sure. This may be a restart already because we got unlucky. By losing Morocco, that's kind of substantial. That's a huge problem. That's a really huge problem. Now, don't get me wrong, if we can eat Morocco, right, if we can actually get Tunis to help us and the Ottomans to help us and we eat Morocco, we actually build up a pretty substantial power base. And all of a sudden, I become able to do things on my own. But is that really what I want to do with my Ottomans' claim? I mean, it might be. What else are the Ottomans going to be able to do? But I really don't want to have to fight Tunis, is the thing. So, I don't think we have a choice. We're going to have to probably try to bring the Ottomans into a war against Aragon and call in Tunis. And using that, maybe later we have the opportunity to fight Morocco mano-a-mano, but they're still stronger than I am. I think we may be in a restart situation, guys, and I know that this has been a large video of nothing happening. Alas, that's just the way that things worked out, and it is Iron Man. And I'm certainly no save scummer, so I may have no choice but to restart. And maybe I get a better leader next time. We have a better chance. I don't care if Portugal likes me or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think we're going to have to end this video here. I am going to leave that in the comments section. Do you guys think that this is already a restart? It's unfortunate because we barely made any progress, but we weren't also able to build up much of a power base because Tunis was exceptionally aggressive against the little guys that we could have fought. I would have loved to get a lot more vassals. So we kind of had a bad start. We got what we wanted for the bare minimum. We had a good diplomatic situation. But by not taking all this extra land, we didn't build a very large power base, so we can't really fight much stuff on our own. And losing Morocco when we did is kind of a huge issue. If I restart, I am very confident I can take Tlemcen again and get the Ottomans as an ally again. At least I think there's a good chance of that. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe we don't ally Tunis, and instead we use Morocco to help us take out Tunis for a while because there's nothing we can do against Castille. That's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it, because the Ottomans would provide us the defense, so Castile and Portugal don't want to attack me. But I use Morocco and our favors to start beating on Tunis, and this is how I get a lot of land, so we have a better power base. Maybe that was the mistake, is I was trying too hard to get 2 allies, and it worked against me. Could be. All right, we're going to end this here. Let me know what you guys think. Restart or no restart? I'm kind of leaning toward restart, but I'd like to see if you guys think we can pull this off. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.